Hello everyone, thank you for staying with us for the Q&A portion of this screening. If I can just ask you to raise your hand up high and speak as loudly and clearly as possible, I will try to get to everyone's questions. So without further ado, please help me welcome to the stage, Director of The Descendants, Alexander Payne.
Thank you for coming, thanks for staying, and I'd like to bring out on stage with me my producing partner, Jim Burke.
Well, first of all, congratulations on such a great film. It was so moving, I think everyone loved it. Which is a lot. So I guess my question to start us off is that what I love about your work, and not just film and all your films, is that you are a master at crafting these really complex character studies about everyday people that we can all identify with. And you do it with such great humor and sensitivity and, and truth. And I just wonder what draws you to these stories, and in particular, what draws you to this story?
Well, I would say that having perhaps been a teenager in the 1970s and going to the American cinema of the 70s, I just became used to the idea that an adult commercial American film is one that has some degree of proximity to real life rather than distance from real life. And those are the types of films I want to make. And even as I watch a lot of movies and a lot of older movies. I don't watch anything of any genre, but usually my favorite films are ones which try in some way to mirror life on this planet.
Can you give us a few examples of your favorite films?
That's another discussion, but yeah. And this story, what is a movie? It's a good emotional story that perhaps could be told anywhere. The question is, where is this one told? And the fact that this one was in Hawaii made it special for me. I thought this is a good story, and the fact that it takes place in this locale, which I was interested in getting to know and to represent, and amid that class of people, I thought would be very interesting.
And on that note, could you talk about the music that was used in the film? It's such great Hawaiian music.
Thank you for asking about it. Music in the film. What's wrong with this microphone? It turns on only if it's next to my mouth. Okay. Given the huge amount of Hawaiian music that really doesn't leave the islands very much, I thought it would be quite inelegant of me to make a film there, but not use 100% Hawaiian music. And the challenge was to take a form, and of course within Hawaiian music there are many different strains, but to the casual listener, and even to the experienced one, a lot of it is kind of monochromatic. So I was interested in the challenge of finding the music which could be bent to support both the comedy and the drama of the film and support the emotion. And it was a lot of work between myself, my editor, the music supervisor, music editor, the four of us, but I'm quite happy with the results.
You really asked the film.
There will be a soundtrack album out.
Great to hear. So let's open the questions up to the floor. Is there any question? Please keep your hands up high so I can see you. Yes, the lady right over there. Yes.
How did you come to the project, and how much time did you spend working on it before you filmed it?
The question is, how did you come to the project, and how long did you spend
I'm going
working
to
on
let
it?
Jim, because Jim is my producing partner, and we have a small sort of film company under the aegis of Fox Searchlight, this after the success of Sideways. And it really came to him first. He was nurturing the project along for a couple of years before I even made the commitment to jump in and do it.
So we received it as a manuscript from an agent in London. Our small little company is dedicated to making human films, which sort of sets us apart from many companies. So it's part of my job to put the word out there to look for material that might fit into that kind of category. So an agent in London sent us this manuscript, and we all thought it would be perfect, sort of right away. Initially, we thought it would be a picture we would just produce and Alexander wouldn't direct because he was writing along with Jim Taylor another original movie. But as we kept sort of kneading over it, it became just better and better. And Alexander, you know, with my kind of coaxing, decided that this would indeed be a great picture for him to direct. And I just want to say out loud that I love The Descendants, and I really love this film. Everybody says this, but I'm the guy that's privileged to have as a friend and a partner Alexander Payne, who happens to be my favorite filmmaker. No, but it's true, and so this picture, you know, could have been made a number of different ways, but the way that Alexander made it was, it's just the version that I love, and it's, anyway, so. Yeah, that's it.
Is there another question? Yes. Here?
Yeah, I'm wondering, as some people were laughing through the film, there were times where I was like appalled that it would be funny, if I'm honest with myself, or there were times I thought something was hilarious, but I wasn't sure I should laugh out loud. I just noticed there weren't always predictable comic parts, and I'm just wondering, as you continue to watch it with audiences, are you struck by what people laugh at or what people don't laugh at?
The question is, are you struck by what people laugh at?
I think they heard. Did you all hear it up there? Yeah, about that. Can you ask, what's an example of something that others laughed at that you didn't, or vice versa?
I think I vaguely remember one where they came to Elizabeth in the hospital bed as like maybe a response, and obviously she wasn't going to give a response. So in one sense it was comical that we, of course we weren't expecting a response, but it was, I felt...
You talk about the moment where sorry to interrupt, where Julie Spears says, "Hello Elizabeth, I'm Julie, I'm Brian's wife." That's to her. Because I think that's the funniest movie. Well, I'm happy to hear that. I'm happy to have kind of unpredictable things and not, I mean, isn't life like that? So many things just happen in life. God, how many times do you tell a story? I didn't know whether to laugh or cry. And why shouldn't we have that also in a movie? Why should interpretation be dictated always by the filmmaker? And it's nice that the viewers can choose to laugh and choose not to and all that. But I do like a mixture of comedy and horror.
Another question?